welcome to part 4 of A Quick Beer in London, Ontario. Heading west leads to a cluster of breweries including Anderson Craft Ales, an expansive brewery and taproom that does right by classic beer styles. It's a cavernous space that almost feels like an airplane hangar. Head upstairs and have a beer on the mezzanine for great views of the brewery.
I'm seeing them all in rapid succession, and all the breweries have carved out their own kind of identities. Storm is a particular kind of tap room. Beer Lab is very compact, downtown. Forked is an expansive industrial style tap room. I look at your beer list and it's kind of like you sort of represent a lot of classic stuff. A broad range of styles, nothing too out there, nothing too basic either. Would that be fair to say?
I mean, if I had to just sum it up, really, I would just say we brew stuff that we like to drink. So It's myself and the 3 other brewers that every time it's time for new beer, we just take turns picking them. So it's always, every beer that comes out is something that one of us wanted to make or wanted to drink. And so it ends up being pretty classic styles, I think, a lot of the time. Especially all summer, it's just like lager, because that's all that we want. And then winter is a couple darks and stouts. Just want to make what we want to drink.
The vibe, though, I thought, whether it was or wasn't purposeful, you were the second major brewery in London, obviously. Forked was there, and then when Anderson opened, and when you walked into the tap room and you saw the cans and the labels, it was different, right? It felt different from Forked. It was so nice that it was different, and that's kind of been the theme of the trip so far. Is Beer Lab feels different, and Storm Shade feels different, and Powerhouse feels different. So I really loved it when you guys opened up shop here in London, here in my hometown.
A block away is London Brewing, whose history was a homebrew co-op and is now a traditional brewery. It's a large, lively space with cornhole on the patio and a live music stage. Kudos for the sound padding blocking off the brewhouse. Close by is Powerhouse Brewing, part of the immense 100 Kellogg Lane development that's being built into the old Kellogg's cereal plant. It's a place of staggering scale, blending entertainment, gaming, hospitality, a hotel and more into a massive space. The first brewery is in the former Power Building, with a wide range of house beers, an on-site barbecue takeaway, and remnants of the original factory adorning the walls. A second brewery concept is on the way soon. Up in Old North, right in the middle of the neighborhood, is Bungalow, a cozy little pub that ironically has 2 stories. It's got a nice draft list and worth a stop in. Let's head back downtown and explore a bit more. You're drenched in old-school charm when you enter Chaucer's, the pub side of Marienbad that's been open since 1974. Milos worked here in days gone by, and it keeps a vintage beer lineup that's heavy on Belgian and Euro bottles and taps. 50-year-old bars are a rarity these days, so give it a stop. In the popular nightlife area Richmond Row lies Toboggan, a large brewery and restaurant with a focus on brewing classic styles, with a dozen or so guest taps. It's a nice respite from some of the wilder bars on the strip, which includes the London OG brewpub Seeps with its expansive patio, Barney's. And one of my surprise favorites from the trip is Holy Diver, so much so that they have a totally unexpected side pull tap, amongst rock posters, vintage movies, and pop culture kitsch. A stone's throw from the train station, so it makes for an easy first or last stop if you visit by rail. I really like London. It was a fun-filled, beery visit, and many special thanks go to brewer Stephen Rich, who co-hosted our brewer conversations and generously showed me around town. We met lots of folks, and everyone we encountered became fast friends. And with a good beer and food scene we barely scratched the surface of, that's a winning combination in my books. Keep London top of mind for your next beer sojourn. It'll be worth it.